That's because the Yeti got muted somehow. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday, April 6, 2024. Got an echo, and I'm not the echo. Interesting. But it shows I'm the echo. All right. Actually showed my box as being yellow, but if it's you, it's you. That's cool. Make sure, yeah. So we have already in the Zoom homies William Dawson, Sam, Greg, Jeff, Rich, and Sin. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
And Greg.
Hey
there. John Williams asked, yeah, we just finished eating. We got home late from golfing, and she whipped together some hamburgers real quick, and they were good. Watched the end of the Purdue game and tried to watch a little bit of the Connecticut game, but the Shield kept messing up, so I'll catch the score later. No big deal. Not good at all. So first things first, Sam started us off with a $1 super chat this evening. Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And he says, good evening. Greg was second. He was making dinner, chicken leg, noodles, broccoli. That actually sounds really good. Tony Wallow with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Tony. Tony also said that our audio is normal, so that's good. I was concerned with that because there's been some things going on today that were really interesting. Robert says, Ken. That's an inside joke. Followed by BH Ringer with my first out of the country super chat, and it is a Canadian $2 super chat. I guess there are Canadians are under the dollar system as well. Anyway, it's from Canada. Thank you, BH Ringer. And he also says Ken. And speaking of Ken, I see Alex is joining us in the chat room at 10:04.
Canadians have their own currency.
All right, just wondered. It said dollar, so.
Is that so?
John Lloyd Sr. says, good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. Got the second full mowing done today. Done for a week. Yeah, I will probably mow this week again. I'm not sure. Rick Lake says, good evening to everybody. Hello, Rick. Good to see you. He also, in a few seconds, also contributed $2 on a super chat. Thank you. Jeff Ryman says, good evening from Sin City, Sin capital of the world. I don't know. I thought Sheridan, Arkansas was that, but are you saying it's Las Vegas?
Are you trying to say I'm late, Ken? I thought I was on time.
No, the show starts at 10. What time did you show up? And it wasn't 10 o'clock. Oh, wait, you're in Arkansas. You probably do think you're on time. John Williams.
It's 9:05, Ken.
Then you are late.
Don't start.
So, for the man who said, I like to be 15, 30 minutes early to everything, you sure do show up consistently late on my stream. Have you ever noticed that? Anyway, John Williams says, what show that you remember has the quote, one more thing, ha ha? Followed up by a second question, what was Columbo's, the answer is Columbo, by the way. Sin Vicious said, what was Columbo's first name? And I said, Lieutenant. I don't think that was his first name, but that's kind of, the running joke. Haha. And now the scrolling thing doesn't want to work, so I got to jump over here to chat. Mike Wojcik's in the chat room.
That was his rank.
Yeah, I know. Dan? I have no idea. And I'm not going to Google it. I really don't know.
They made a habit. They never used it.
Yeah. And John is saying Peter Falk. No, Peter Falk was the actor who portrayed Lieutenant Columbo.
But there was a shot, a picture I found online where he has showing somebody his ID.
Right.
You can make out what his first name is.
Really? I'll have to look that up.
I have that stored somewhere.
Cool. Robert says tomorrow is the big game day. Yeah, tomorrow's the women's championship. Monday's the big game day, and it looks like it's going to be UConn Purdue. And that ought to be a really good game. Sam says, I'm definitely not normal. Photo Mix Media is in the house. He gives us the ever popular, famous Asian peace sign. I didn't realize Jose was Asian, but okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah, peace and love. It's all peace and love.
VH Ringer, he answers he answers Alex's question on the Canadian dollar. So thank you, BH. Thank you, Rick, and thank you, Tony, and thank you, Sam. I really, really, really appreciate it more than I could ever say. And I've got to figure out a way to.
I thought you were asking. I misunderstood what you were asking. I thought you were asking if Canada and the United States use the same dollar, like Canada used United States money.
Well, let's take a quick poll. When I questioned what I questioned, did anybody else in the world think I was referring to if Canada and the United States are using the same dollar?
No.
No.
Me neither, but hey, I don't live in Arkansas. I still live in the state of Indiana.
I think
So
King Charles is on their dollar now.
I've got a little piece of information to pass along.
And it's so important you have to interrupt Sin. What is your important information you have to pass along?
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
You're on.
I think I discovered today. I went to my first gospel singing concert for the first one in a while since like October.
And you just now discovered that? Okay.
Tonight, and no, that's not what I discovered. And no, I was out of the van probably a minute, maybe two. And I had somebody coming to me saying, I had a older lady coming to me saying, I messed my phone up. And her phone was like black and white. And so she wanted to know how she turned it on like nighttime mode or whatever. So she wanted to know how to get it off, put it back on daytime mode. Well, I fixed it for her. And then she tells me that she asked me if I knew how to set up a tripod. And so this was all within 5 minutes of the concert starting. So we were trying to set up her tripod and set up her phone. So, because she had apparently told somebody that she would live stream it on her Facebook account. Well, you know, me being the IT person that I am, I tried to, of course, get her phone to go landscape mode on Facebook Live. Well, I discovered that you can't do. Facebook doesn't allow you to do. Facebook doesn't allow you to do a live from your phone in landscape.
Okay, and what part is get to the part where you said, correct me if you're wrong? I'm still waiting for that part.
Has anybody else been able to successfully do a Facebook live stream from the phone in landscape?
The bigger question you should ask is how many of the Zoom homies have ever done a live stream from Facebook? And that answer will be very, very little.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do a live stream from Facebook. I don't have my phone in front of me, or I'd give it a shot. So
you can do a live stream in landscape on Facebook from your computer, but you just can't do a live stream from Facebook in landscape on your phone. For whatever reason,
learn something every day.
They won't allow it, but
just the way the algorithm is written for the phones versus a computer. There's a lot of difference between a phone and a computer. A lot of difference.
After it was over, I went to look up the church's Facebook page because they live stream their Sunday morning services, and so they have a computer and all that set up. So they were live streaming it on Facebook.
I'm taking it this was not your normal church then?
No. this is a church that normally has these singings at least 3 or 4 or 5 times a year, and so I go over there when they have these singings.
Okay.
But I looked it up on their Facebook page after it was over, and since they were live in a minute from a computer, they of course have the video in landscape. So for whoever was watching it on this other lady's Facebook feed, if they don't like the video that I did in portrait, they can pull up the church's page and watch it in landscape from a computer.
I'm going to drop you a link in chat you need to go check out, and then you answer your own question, okay?
Which question?
Exactly. Check that link out. That'll tell you your answer to your question, or whether you were wrong or not. I'll go ahead and spoil I'll spoil it. You're wrong, but you can watch the link. Good to see BH Ringer using Restream. I can Restream live YouTube on Facebook, Twitch, and X, Twitter. That's from BH Ringer. Yeah, I'm good with everything that we've got going on here. I know a lot of people are using Restream. A lot of people are using StreamYard, and I seen another one the other day as well. I'm good with this, except for today. Apparently, I did 3 live streams, one of which when Robert and Darren and Greg and I were on a Zoom, that actually got broadcasted for about 10 minutes, and I have no idea how it got broadcasted because I didn't even have anything scheduled at that time. But it's there. I seen it in the studio, and it got like 16 views already. So, oh, cool, Sam. How you doing that? Clearly, you're not hooked up to a gyroscope, and it's rotating you around.
That's a company secret.
Oh, it's ancient Chinese secret.
Yeah.
Rick is off to Walmart. All right. Have fun. We went there yesterday, and I was reminded on the way home today that we forgot to buy about 3 things at Walmart. And I'm like, we'll go tomorrow because we're running late now. The game is on. It's dinner time. A couple other little excuses came up. So, and she bought them, so we're good. Jim joins us Jim joins us over in chat, and he says, Rick says he's headed to Walmart, and Jim says for a single piece of jerky. I don't think anyone's going to let Alex live that down. I don't know. Alex, I have not reviewed that article yet. I just looked it up and sent it to you, so I have no idea what it says.
It's iPhone, so it doesn't apply to me because both the lady's phone that I was live from and both the lady's phone that I was live from is an Android phone, but it's very possible that I may have missed something. It was just, a very quick 5-minute try to get it done. Didn't have any time to look up anything. So it was like just.
That would have been a relatively decent information to have, that it was on an Android, not an iPhone. According to a quick Google search, to go live on Facebook in landscape mode on an Android, you need to set your device's screen orientation to landscape mode before starting the broadcast. So, good possibility you missed something.
I tried that, and it still didn't, because I stopped the broadcast, turned the landscape auto rotate feature, whatever it's on, turned the phone to landscape, went back into Facebook, and it still didn't work.
Well, that's what the quick Google search shows up. I mean,
So
there are two different type of phones, so some work with some things, and I mean, I get it. It happens.
I really couldn't think about it that much because I was in a serious time crunch.
Serious conference. You were worried about the concert. You were in a conference. You were in a concert. Tour long song, and I'm probably mispronouncing that.
I mean, time crunch.
Oh, time crunch. Well, you need to choose your words wisely. Yes, Jeff.
Alabama just had a 7-0 run. When I walked back upstairs, they were behind by 1 point.
the little bit of the game I've got to see between them was really good. Connecticut's got that 7'4" center that will be hard to stop. It'll be good to see him and Edney go head to head. But Alabama shoots 3-pointers like layups.
Alabama hadn't been in their run. They didn't do many 3-pointers. They just took it to the basket.
Really? Wow. I probably am mispronouncing this name wrong, but Thang, I don't know. That's going to be Bill. We got Bob from the Philippines, and now we have Bill. So, and hopefully he does get that I'm just being humorous. I don't mean anything by it. Some of these names I've run across and are subscribed to my channel are really interesting to try to pronounce. I mean, I struggle with, what's that? The guy in the upper left-hand corner, whatever his name is. So, I played golf today. I bailed on Doug a little early. Mrs. K wanted to go to a couple nurseries to look for some plants. And I had decided prior to that I was going to play golf at some point in time today. Beautiful day to play golf. Absolutely gorgeous day. 58 degrees, no wind, sunshine the entire time. Golf course was relatively full. A couple jerks in front of us that were playing 2 and 3 and 4 golf balls at a time and letting their kids hit 2 and 3 and 4 golf balls at a time too. So I only yelled at them once though. We got to 17 and they're standing on the green discussing dinner plans or something. And I said, "Teeing off!" And then I hit it to about 4 foot from the pin and missed them by about 1.5 feet. I let them know I was teeing off. I was, I forgot to yell 4 though when it was going toward them. I wonder if that's proper golf etiquette or not.
No, it's not.
It's not? I should have yelled 4, shouldn't I have?
Go sit in the corner with the Coney hat.
I've got my Coney hat right down there that I can put on. Yes, Jim says, I struggle with English. I do struggle with English. This is true.
And on top of all of that, she had the phone mount this lady had was one of them spring-loaded ones. As a matter of fact, it was just like the one that I had before I got this one I have now that I broke trying to put the phone in and out of. So I had told her that you could use mine that screws that I got, but for whatever reason we couldn't.
How do you break a spring-mounted? How do you break that?
I don't know. I just broke it, and so I had to buy one of these that screws.
I worry. I do worry. Golfing was okay. We played a big course, and we played the wrong set of tees. Instead of playing the shorter tees, we played the extreme long tees, and that was a mistake. And I tried to express my thoughts on that, but I got nothing better to do. Why not? 3 pars. I lost by 10. The one that I put right over their head and close to the pin, I actually ended up getting a par on that because I missed the putt. Put 2 in the water. I actually got them both back. Got lucky in that when they hit the water, they just didn't go anywhere. They just right there at the edge of the water. And that hurt me because that's a penalty shot automatically. Even playing under gentleman's terms, you still take the penalty. You don't just overlook the fact you planted it in the water and say, oh, this is my second shot. No, it's your third shot because you have to take the penalty. I did make a 45-foot putt, and it was strictly luck. I mean, all I was trying to do is get the ball close to the hole. I wasn't going for the putt. And lo and behold, it made its way down to the hole and actually fell in. So that was the highlight of the day. Playing Monday at 9 a.m. I want to get the game in well before the eclipse. I don't want the eclipse to screw up my golf game because it probably will. Yes. Yeah, that is true, Jim. Alex is taking lesson from his cuz. His cuz, last time I checked, was doing a live stream. Apparently, he's got plans to go on Fortnite all night long tonight. And I made Tur Long Thong Thang. I'll give Mrs. K in here. She'll be able to pronounce that name just like that, a moderator, so that he can post his channel link if he'd like. And that's fair because I'm a moderator on his channel as well. I did pick up another membership today from out of left field from this person. I got an email saying you've been gifted a membership, so that really surprised me. And I probably will see what kind of membership things are going on. I think I have to set memberships up in order to get paid. And I say that because of some of the things that I'm reading. And if I do, it's going to be 99 cents. And I really am going to encourage everyone not to get a membership. I will gift them in my tens every month. Okay? And I will write down on name, paper, or whatever so I can keep track of it. I don't want to consistently give the same person a membership over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to rotate it through the homies and whoever else shows up and I feel is responsible.
Yeah,
Not
get a
responsible.
membership. You got to watch Da Vinci regularly, right?
Didn't we talk about this and we said that was going to be a surprise, very small print? Man.
You can just send me all 10.
Yes, that was going to be part of the deal. Oh, there we go. I like that one too, Sam. I like that. Is this all through OBS?
Yes, it is. The shader effects.
Cool. I like that. And the other one you did a while ago when you were rotating around, that's also through OBS?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I need to get more involved with OBS a little bit, I guess. A little
Probably.
bit. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I've got the basics. I've got my sources and my scenes, and they work. I've got a couple things that are simple, but I'm not near as knowledgeable on it as you are.
I'm
Jim.
just playing. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue.
Yeah, but you're getting in there and you're finding something. Oh, let's go see what this does, and then you're experimenting with it. Oh, look, that did somebody put exclamation V in the chat? Sam disappeared and came back.
It's okay.
And there he goes again. Speaking of the exclamation, I don't see Chris Garrett here. I hope he's feeling better. I know he was a little bit under the weather today, so I really hope he's doing a little bit better now. Tony put
I said earlier on his stream, or in the homies thing, that I think the meds made him a little sleepy or something.
possible. Tony dropped an exclamation V. I do not have soundbot, and I probably will not have soundbot. Or what? Speakerbot. My bad. I misspoke. Speakerbot.
I have SpeakerBot on my channel, but I don't use it very often.
Can you imagine the chaos on this channel if I had Speakerbot?
You would need a separate computer to play the voice.
Just to handle that, right. And I'd be fine with that. That's fine. Oh, what's the score now? Anybody got an update? Should be early second half.
0-0.
58-56.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be a nail biter. Who's ahead? Connecticut or Alabama?
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Connecticut has stayed ahead, but Alabama's hanging in.
I tell you what, in the Purdue game, if Wake Forest, Jesus, where's my head? If North Carolina State would have had another 5 to 7 minutes to go in that game, I do believe they could have come back and upset them because they were down 20 points when I turned it on. And they lost by 13. So give them another 5, 6, 7 minutes. I think they could have turned that into a game because they caught fire and Purdue seemed like they couldn't find the ocean for standing in the middle of it. And I don't know what happened. So now I guess I have to go with Purdue because they're from the Big Ten. I mean, I would have loved to have seen the Wolfpack upset them. But now that they're in the championship game, which is the I believe second time ever in the history of Purdue University. I think they said 1960 was the last time when Rick
Yeah, it's been a
Mount.
while.
Oh gosh, yes. Well, Rick Mount played for Purdue, and they apparently went when he was there. I tell you something I didn't know until today. I didn't know that the Iowa women's team was in the Final Four last year. I didn't know that. Isn't it interesting that UConn has been, it's all been UConn. Iowa is in back-to-back Final Fours from the women's team, and apparently they were in the championship game last year as well. I've not researched it yet to verify it, though. So I'll look into that later. Coming up on the 2-minute warning, or otherwise known as the 2-minute mark, number 22. Robert put number 22 in chat. I don't know who he's referring to. I don't know if he's referring to the Iowa female that's getting all the attention or someone
Iowa
else.
was runner-up in 2023.
To South Carolina, or not South Carolina.
LSU.
LSU, yeah. Because they beat South Carolina last year.
South Carolina was in the Final Four. For
Right.
the 5th time last year.
I didn't realize how successful UConn has been. This is their 7th Final Four, of which they've won 5 championships. So they're pretty successful.
UConn was the arch rival of the Lady Volunteers way back in Pat Summitt days.
When Bill Armina, or whatever his name was, the coach.
I don't remember who the coach was, but
Yeah.
they went head-to-head several times.
Yeah. Yeah. Pat Summitt was a really good coach. She was a really good coach. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Generic shout out to YouTube. Again, I want to thank Rick Lakes, Tony Wallow, Sam OneFish26, or OneFish26 Sam, however you want to put it, and BH Ringer for their contributions to the channel tonight. Thank you so much. It's good seeing other people from different countries show up in chat. I appreciate that, especially since in the Philippines right now it is 10:30 in the morning. I have no idea what time it is over in his neck of the woods. Zoom chat credentials, if you'd like to join us, is on the stream. Send me an email, and hopefully one of these days somebody will send me an email, if nothing else, just to say hi. Don't bombard me with emails, please. Just saying. Thank you, guys. See you later. See you tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Monday could be an issue. We'll have to wait and see how long the championship game's going to take, because it starts late. I think it starts later than what tonight's actually started. I'm looking for the buttons to push to stop this, and I'm doing the best that I can to ignore it.
Some may want to call the fire department.
And that's done in filters as well?
Yep, it's a
Wow. Wow.
shader. Yep, I'm finding all sorts of cool stuff in here.
I'll have to get in there and mess around with that. I forgot to thank the Zoom homies. And specifically, Greg's not here. Never mind. I can thank William, I can thank Sam, I can thank Jeff, Rich, Sin, Alex, and Jose. And of course, Greggy, Mrs. K and Greg got to talk a little bit today on the Zoom we had this afternoon, which was really interesting to see. Oh, I like that one too. We may dedicate an entire 30 minutes one night to the OBS and the different things you can do with it.
This is a plugin, so it's something we'll have to install, but it's not hard to install at all.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mike. Mike Wojcik says bye. Tony says night. That's it. I'm going to close it. Send me an email. Get on the Zoom panel. Get your picture on the live stream. I'm trying. Good night, guys. I am stopping this time.